right, standing in front of what is often a main destination for many of you coming into the store, our kind of wonderful, delicious, nourishing treat case. I'm here with Chef Alex Hamilton, and we want to highlight some kitchen creations.
Well, especially the Jell-O, I think is one of my favorite right now.
Yeah.
It's a childhood favorite, you know, and then without all the industrial dyes, and so and maybe there isn't, but I don't know. It's just like it's a little.
I mean, conventional Jell-O, industrial dyes, crappy sugars,
and bad gelatin too.
And bad gelatin, right? Like talk about like source of food. And one of our specialties here at Light Cellar is taking those favorites, those childhood, specialties, things that you just love, that hold a place in your heart, whether it's Jell-O or chocolate or you name it, and just elevating, upgrading that using the highest quality ingredients, and then some sort of unique superfood twist on it, or herbal additions. That's what we're focusing on, and Alex is kind of the mastermind behind a lot of those creations that you're seeing coming out.
Yeah, and it's a great thing to sneak in these like tremella and collagen. I mean, like our panna cotta, another gelatin-based one, but with dairy. So some people can't do it. It's really good dairy though, grass-fed, grass-finished, which I think is a big thing to remember too. Is grass-finished is always a better thing than grass-fed, because
totally. I mean, cows are out on the pasture as they are. Like, so if we're talking beef cows, grass-fed, grass-finished, they're out on the pasture for their life, but then they're kind of put into feedlots. Worst situation ever. Fed corn, all this stuff. It's not natural part of their diet. It's to gain weight before they're taken to slaughter. And then for dairy, I remember I visited one of the biggest dairies kind of in the States. And this was, I say big, not biggest, but, they were trying to pose as like artesian, like this is a brand that people would recognize and go like, oh yeah, they're pretty good, and it's like, oh my gosh, like they had cottonseed meal, they had all these things like in the feed that like a cow should not be eating.
Totally.
Corn, right? Like, so when it comes to dairy, that's another thing. So, kind of the gelatin and the panna cotta are similar, obviously, with the dairy base of the panna cotta. I mean, it's yogurt, it's cultured, it's beautiful, like very nourishing. But if dairy's not your thing, or you're just wanting something lighter, more refreshing, that's kind of how I gauge it in my head. I'm like, okay, do I want something a little kind of more like dense, or do I want something like still totally nourishing, giving me protein, giving me what I want, but it feels more like kind of light and refreshing.
100%. Yeah. And so the current flavor right now is strawberry and sea buckthorn, which is like a favorite, the berry sea buckthorn, which we can get into in another video, but sea buckthorn is like one of my favorite, and so it's packed with vitamin C, packed with there's 2 mushrooms in here, tremella and cordyceps, and
cool.
Yeah,
there we are. So whether you're in the mood for something kind of fruity, light, refreshing, maybe that's what the kids are calling for, or you want something a little bit more kind of creamy, probiotics, you're getting incredible medicinal mushrooms, fruits, the gelatin, the collagen. It's all in there to nourish your day.
Yeah.